today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Giants taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Well, we've had that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson. Open here, Adam Thielen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Well, we've had that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 66 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Darrell Henderson. It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here's Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 30-yard line.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
6 yards.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker on for the
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Giants 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Touchdown, Jaguars! A big play there. 85 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now a run with Henderson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up.
They run the toss with Henderson.
The 40-yard line.
And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Giants, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And inches at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Demarcus Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
6 yards pick.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Now a timeout.
To Henry Ruggs.
7 seconds left in the first half.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it. We'll begin with a look at the AFC South. Houston at home taking on Indianapolis. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. The Texans locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Teddy Bridgewater with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Rodgers on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4-yard pickup on the play. And a Jaguar first down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
By Trey Flowers.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds Browns, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Set to kick off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And a Jaguar first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be second and 10. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the Giants' 10-yard line.
Buying time to his left. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Henry Ruggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Harrison Butker.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They run with Henderson. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown, Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 2nd and 10, Watson finds his tight end Ingram. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Watson on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DJ Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, that's taken in by Henderson. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. And the Jaguar.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Goal at the
23 yards on the play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now out come the Giants. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On first down, it's Watson. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.